Hey, what's up everyone? This is Marlin, Fishing Addicts Northwest. Gonna do a quick tutorial showing you guys how pretty much the predominant setup that I use when I'm float fishing. This is probably my go-to setup for most rivers and most water conditions. This especially excels in low clear water. And the other reason I like this is because it is so simple to set up. You can be float fishing in 5 minutes. So all you're gonna need is you got some Maxima leader material. I'm gonna do 8 pound today because we do have a lot of clear water conditions. We got a fill fixed float. I'll show you how those work here in a second. And then I got an 1/8 ounce jig, and that's all it's gonna take for this setup. All right, so first off, guys, we have a spinning rod here. I have a Lama Glass 10.6 SI. It's one of my favorite fishing rods on the market. I have this lined up with braided line. If you don't have braided line, you don't absolutely have to have braided line. If you're a new guy out there and you got mono, you can just fish mono, but I prefer braid. And so what you're gonna wanna do if you have braided line is you don't want the fish to see this when your jig's floating underwater. So what we're gonna do is attach some mono line to the braid using a double uni knot. Alright, so now we got the double uni knot tied. As you can see, it's extremely strong. After you got that, depending on your water conditions, honestly, you can be pretty safe pulling about 4 to 5 feet of leader material off. So you just kind of guess whatever you think's best there and pull that off of there. Then what you're gonna do after you have your leader material tied to your braid is you're gonna put this bobber onto your leader material. These bobbers are really awesome, really simple to use. They come with this little tag. You're just going to take that off, and it's got this little piece of rubber surgical tubing. You're going to slide that thing off of there. It's not very easy. It's easier when you're out the water and you can get it wet. So you slide that thing off there, and then you're just going to cut this surgical tube in half like that. Put the first piece of surgical tubing onto the leader, and then get your bobber wet here, and then slide that onto the surgical tubing just like that, and then go ahead and pull it up a little bit. Then you're going to take your second piece of surgical tubing, put it onto the leader material, and you're going to slide that onto the shaft. And this is 100 times better, easier when it's wet. Last but not least, we're going to go ahead and tie the jig to the leader. You can use any knot that you like. I use a basic fisherman knot. I know there's some people out there that use a double clinch. They all work. This one seems to be pretty strong, so you're just gonna wrap 7 or 8 times and put it back through the loop, pull it snug. Pretty simple and fast knot, that's why I use it. And that's it. After that, you got your jig attached to the line. It's fixed, but this easily slides up and down based on the depths that you want to fish. If you feel like you need to, you can add a split shot in the deeper waters. I personally do not like to add anything to the line because I think that this presentation right here gives you the most natural steelhead presentation you can offer any steelhead in the river. And that's why I fish this about 99 out of 100 times on the river. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. I hope you can get out there and try this. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We got lots more videos coming, and we'll see you on the river.